That just about sums up Monday Night Football, doesn't it? Some combination of, and maybe a little, and some of this. I want to say to you.
And visually, Farmer Fran.
Exactly. I'm going to throw out an overriding take from the demolition in Baltimore last night. And before people go nuts, just think about what I'm saying and why I'm saying it. That was comprehensively the single best performance regular season in the history of the Detroit Football Lions. Think about what goes into last night. First of all, eliminate all home games. Going on the road against anybody's hard. Going on the road against the Super Bowl team, harder. Going on the road against Super Bowl caliber team in prime time, hardest. Right, Kenny? The box score doesn't indicate what the Lions did last night. Comprehensively, that felt like 70-10. I don't know that I've ever seen the Ravens get bullied. And you know what I like about this? This isn't the Kansas City game from a couple of years ago.
I was about to say Derrick Henry falling down.
Okay, stop. Derrick Henry rage falling was the best thing I've ever seen. I could watch it on a loop. What I'm saying is they don't get to say, well, Van Noy's out and Methodical is out. Well, great. So is Ali McNeil. So is Pascal. So is Davenport. Right. So is Onwuzurike. Both teams had guys out. You dominated both lines of scrimmage. Every fourth down worked. Even I had to ask Cookies about the one late in the game where I'm going, dude, don't you just punt this? And all I got back was he's now taking a picture of himself with the thumbs up from the football show. And he sent me that back. I go, okay,
No.
doctor.
Oh, no. Once it hit the 2-minute warning, I'm like, they're going for this.
Yes. What they did was body. They bullied the bully.
They did.
And it is the type of performance that, look, I think it's good for the soul. We talked about, hey, if they go and lose, it's no big deal. They're still an 11-win team to me. If you got bombed, it would have been different. But what I said is if you win, it does make me feel better. Like, I'm open about it. Does it make me feel better about coordinator shuffle? Yes. I've got something on John Morton, but I don't want to empty the bag to start. I have something I think I'm seeing and I'm interested in, and I think he's putting his stamp on the offense. More on that later. The coordinator thing. Now, the D-line thing is fascinating. Because if you would have told me Lamar got sacked 7 times by anyone in football, I would have said that's impossible. Nobody can ever get him down to the ground.
Right. I'd be like, wait, did they play the Browns again?
No. It was the Bob Muhammad quartet.
Applaudee!
Because Aiden didn't do anything until the fourth quarter. It was... I texted TJ.
I did too. I was like, Bob Muhammad. He's like, Bobby!
Bobby! Do you know, TJ needed wet wipes. It was a big scene on the side. But listen, it was just this idea of all the stunts and spying him, but maintaining your rush lanes. It was perfection. Just overall, Rico, I defer to you is that you've been around it longer than me. I've been here for 25 years. That is the single best game I've ever seen the Detroit Lions play.
Yeah, it was the discipline on the defense of the spy, not falling for the head fake, not falling for whatever Lamar tries to do. Just make the tackle. Your teammates will be there. Mike, going back since I've been a little kid, no, this was the best and most complete Detroit Lions game ever.
They're now a 12-win team.
Ever.
Full upgrade from 11 to 12.
It's like they listened to the radio. It's like they heard what the people said, and they had a checklist of everything that, okay, let's see what the people are saying after week 1. Oh, this team's not going to be good because we got brand new coordinators, and they don't know what they're doing. So you look at what the offense did. Oh, wow. You're still running trick plays. You're still going for it on 4th down, and you're still making it. You got people running wide open. Check. Looking at the defense, Calvin Shepard, well, he's going to be different. He's not the same, and we don't know if he can handle it. He dialed up the perfect defense for the Ravens.
In the second half, yes.
So, yeah, check.
First half, no.
Okay, you stop Derrick Henry. Check. Lamar Jackson, MVP of the league. Lions can't beat a mobile quarterback. Check.
Also,
they did.
Can we talk about that hairdo? What was that? That I'm sorry, you can't win games with that hairdo.
Well, Mike,
that was just, I went, oh my. I was expecting his fancy braids and Lamar's normally got something going on. I went, oh dear.
He's in between braids.
He took the helmet off. I went, oh.
You got to take the braids out. You got to wash your hair, and then you rebraid it.
That was something. No, the other thing, too, listen, we talked about the biggest improvement in the league from week 1 to week 2. Lions' offensive line, and we talked about Atlanta's offensive line. They took another step forward this week. I was so glad they actually gave the average fan a little bit of nerding out on the broadcast. Some of these combo blocks where Glasgow and Ratledge are teaming up, or Glasgow and Mahogany, and Glasgow essentially riding that tackle up to the second level, that's high-level stuff. That's not easy to do. Right. To take it from a Giants fan. That's not easy to do. The running game, the idea that they were able to line up and pound the rock. Yeah, I texted you, me, and Cookies are in that group text, and I'd said it. I go, fellas, early in this game, I go, they should just go service academy mode.
Yes.
The Ravens can't stop this.
Mike, you're correct. The fact that they had 2 95-plus yard drives where it was just methodical. It was runs. It was not just Gibbs hitting the home run, but you had David Montgomery.
He was running for his life, man. Bruh, he gave it everything he had for 72 yards.
If he had went to an SEC school, he would have scored, but he didn't. So he got hawked down. But you know what? That's okay.
Yeah.
Because it was the imprint. It was the fact that you went toe-to-toe, and it was a heavyweight battle. It was touchdown for touchdown, and then you made the Ravens flinch, and then you made the Ravens bleed. The Ravens on 4th and 1 couldn't punch the ball in. They're trying to do some dipsy-do trickaroo type of stuff and trying to outdo the Lions. And I'm like,
the words tempo and goal line don't go together. It's not as I put in the text to you last night, that's not a Detroit problem. That's a Baltimore problem. I don't care. I can't repeat. I said, because Cookies is like, well, what's your problem with it? I go, I just like seeing coaches do bleep head stuff. Like John Harbaugh going hurry up at the goal line. Right. The only thing better was Derrick Henry rage falling. Right. It's the only better thing.
But yeah, it was like you won every 4th down battle. They lost every fourth, because I count 4th down as turnovers. You stopped them twice on 4th down. You forced the fumble. You had that team so discombobulated. They were sitting there yelling at each other because no one expected that. And here's the thing. When you did the scheduled game, and everybody in the city of Detroit and everybody and who follow NFL football all did the scheduled game for the Lions, everybody marked that game down as a loss. It was the most conceivable loss that they had on their schedule. It was the toughest place to play against Lamar Jackson. Things didn't go well the last time. No one saw this one coming.
That was demolition. And again, that's the type of game that allows you to feel like it's a Super Bowl team. Like, I don't like the blind fate stuff. That's why I've always struggled with religion. I don't like it's going to be this way because I want it this way. No, show me. Now, once you do that, I have no problem telling you, yeah, it's you, it's Philly, it's Green Bay. And you and Green Bay are going to have a war this year.
I mean, it makes Thanksgiving Day that much sweeter.
Yeah. No, let's see, here's my problem with Thanksgiving Day. It's a short week. I don't like these games that put teams in a 72-hour window. You're right about the importance of it. I'd rather see that game on Sunday night.
But here's the beauty. It's a short week for both teams.
I know. I just don't like it. Anybody gets banged up, they can't play.
I understand.
I know. It's a me thing. Don't worry about it. But I would love to know your biggest takeaway from the game, guys. Because Rico said it. It's a checklist that for a night, every concern turns into calm. Yeah. And you buried. You don't go on the road and do that to good teams. The Ravens damn near wanted to kill each other.
It was better than Kansas City a few years ago
way better.
Because I'll still say that Kansas City was missing some key pieces early on in that game. Yes, you won, but this one there was no asterisk next to it. There was no excuse. This was better than when you beat Green Bay, even though you couldn't go to the playoffs.
But what it was is a Super Bowl level.
It was.
Right? It's a Super Bowl level that this team has to. They've got to dial that up 2-3 more times this year.
Right.
And preferably in the month of January.
Right.
That's what it takes to win playoff games.
Right. It was the Lions looking at the AFC saying, is this your king? Is this your king?
I'll tell you one thing. You want to talk about, it's not our problem, but it's fun to now be able to watch as an outsider. Look who plays this week. Baltimore, Kansas City, both 1-2. The winner is going to feel just fine. The loser, it's going to be full-blown panic. Again, not our problem, their problem.
We'll see who the referees like more.
You know that answer. But I want to hear what people have to say about it. So, again, the John Morton thing, I've got a little something for you next we can do. I'm interested because I'm seeing a shift from personnel groupings and formation, and it might work for this team. If this offensive line is going to play this way, and defensively, look, it's a lot of no-name guys. But comprehensively, from the scheme, from the way the game was called, everybody doing their singular job, it felt very Patriot-esque in that regard. Old Patriots, not
Jack
this.
Campbell coming up with, like, everybody. You're right.
TJ's guy.
Bob Muhammad.
Bobby. I just want to know, can we get a single Bob Muhammad jersey sold at the team store?
No.
Come on. He's going to be their starting DN the rest of the year. Somebody's got to rock a Muhammad jersey. Could we get TJ one?
Oh, yeah, TJ would. But, yeah, watching him, I was just like, I could just see Brad Holmes saying, and this is why we didn't have to go and get anybody. We had Muhammad.
Now, for a night, go ahead. Touch your chandelier. You still need to add somebody. David, Kenny, we'll get your thoughts momentarily. 248-539-9797. Your biggest takeaway. For me, that's the type of game I needed to see to feel like, okay, they've got that in their bag. They are capable of getting to that level. Absolutely. Talk about them for the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to make you do it before I say it. Otherwise, I'm just Joel Klatt. Rico, take him to church.